everybody, it's me again, and sorry if I sound a little stuffy. I think I have allergies or something. You're probably wondering why I'm outside. Well, today we are going to be reading a speech I wrote about Into the Wild. For those of you who don't know, hi kitty, sorry my cat just walked by. For those of you who don't know, Into the Wild is a book about a guy who pretty much, yes, I know, Kitty, I know you're here. He pretty much just leaves. He packs up all of his stuff, he gives his money to charity, he burns his car. He travels all the way to Alaska. And during his travels, he pretty much, like, the only sources we have about it are his witnesses and the people who know him. So we really don't know what he was thinking when he was doing this. We don't know what was going on. But we know one thing for sure, he wasn't crazy, which many people like to believe that he was. He had a very rough life, and he ended up dying up there, but he literally only went up there to be free and to enjoy the world around him. So, I'm going to read about a story. I guess it's kind of a story. It's going to be about what Alex is thinking during his time of death. And this is not an accurate representation. This is my own representation of how he felt, like how I would feel in this situation if I was dying and looking back on my life. So yeah, a little bit of a warning, this one's going to be kind of depressing, so I'll put up a warning in the comments too, so yeah, prepare yourselves. What did I believe? What did I believe? That's the question, isn't it? What did I believe? I believed many things. None of them clear to anyone, even myself. Did I believe in my dad, who worked at NASA, who married twice, who would drink and get mad all the time, who would tell his friends to trust in God, and tell his 8 children he was God? Did I believe in my mom, who was my dad's second wife, and wanted us to smile, even though there was no reason to smile? Who worked with radars and bleeping machines with calm composure, but would fall apart as soon as she came home? Did I believe in my 7 other siblings, whose names and faces are blurred? Or did I believe in myself? Did I believe in my love of wildlife, my need for adventure, my lust to escape, my desire for isolation? Did I believe in my mom, in my own stubborn nature? Did I believe in my own fantasy? Did I believe that because I was crazy? Or because I was dreaming? And I finally wanted to live that dream. Whatever the reason, I graduated from college. I told my parents I spent the summer traveling, driving in a used yellow Datsun my parents bought for me because they were so proud of me. I abandoned that car in Nevada. 4 days after writing them a letter, telling them I wasn't coming back, I hitchhiked to Tahoe, Cascade, and the Sierra mountain range. Traveled across the fiery beds of the Colorado River Basin. I made my way around the Idaho Panhandle. Somewhere along the way, I met Jane and Bob Burns. Jane liked me. I like to believe I reminded her of her own son, who is far off somewhere else. I made my way to a mountain, where I met Wayne Westerberg, an elevator operator. He offers me a ride, a place to stay, a job. I accept his offer. He was like family. He offered to adopt me. I left. I believe staying would force me back into the world I was trying to escape. I get a ticket for hitchhiking in Willow Creek. I find myself in Arizona, where I buy a secondhand canoe. I paddle the Colorado River. I pass through Havasu, then the Bill Williams River, then the River Indian Reservation. I pass through the Cambodian Nation Wildlife Refuge, the Imperial Nation Wildlife Refuge, and the U.S. Army's Yuma Providing Grounds. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. Each more exciting than the last. When I finally reach Shao Falls, I send a postcard to Wayne. In hopes he'll write back. His friend was in jail. I was free. I continued to write him over time. I believed he would join me. He didn't. I made my way to the memorial stand in the Mexican border. It was there I realized I needed a different way of transportation. I met a duck hunter who drives me to the Gulf of California. I was back on the water. I find a cave and stay there for 10 days, hiding from the high winds. When the winds die down, I get back in the water. A storm comes. I almost drowned. I somehow made it to Mexico. Did I want to go to Mexico? I leave my canoe in the Santa Clara Gulf, then decide to go north. I try to sneak back into America. Bad idea. I got arrested by the U.S. officials, spent a night in jail. When I was released, I went to Houston and the Pacific Coast, I considered applying for a job and an ID in Los Angeles. Did I believe it was for the best? Was I giving up? In the end, I changed my mind. I was afraid of being called a coward, afraid to join society again. Afraid to face my parents. Even I don't know, or I don't remember. I camped with a German couple in the Grand Canyon. I lost weight. I like to believe my family is upset that I'm gone, that they would check my apartment. I wasn't there. They would hire a private investigator who would find that I donated everything I had. I believe they would accept it and move on. I still believe they have. I leave my backpack in debt soon. I believed it would slow me down. I go to Arizona to work at McDonald's. I live in an old RV. I send a postcard to Jan and leave again. To my surprise, we run into each other in Inland. And move on with it. I meet a driver named Ronald Franz, who drives me in San Diego. I send another letter to Jan in Seattle. Then I call Ronald to pick me up. He lets me stay with him before driving me to Colorado. What happens next is a blur. I hitchhike to Alaska. I read up on dangerous plants. I hitchhike it again. I see a snow-capped mountain of Mount McKinley. I made it. I find an old bus. I choose to believe someone left me this bus to explore and wander. I choose to believe he was a dreamer like me. I chose at the time to believe he was alive. This bus became my home as I scrounged for grouse and squirrels and forged edible plants. I break my crown, I eat a porcupine, and shot moose. All things I could never do at home. There were problems too, though. The flies and maggots that destroyed my only food source, and the river preventing me from going back. I was starving. There was a bear, I didn't shoot it. I believed he had all the right to survive as I did. Instead, I killed a few squirrels. That wasn't even close to satisfying me. Then I found blueberries. Beautiful blueberries. I believed they were blueberries. Believing was how I stayed alive for so long. So belief was all I needed. I was wrong. Berries killed me slowly, forcing me into starvation. The bear came back. I wanted him to eat me. He didn't show mercy to a dying man. The bear walked away as though to show me how stupid I was. Now I lay here, slowly dying, wondering what I originally believed. I hear laughing. They're laughing at me. A stupid lunatic who thought he could survive on his own. I also hear crying. My mother is crying. My father, who was always drunk, who insisted on being called God and showed no source of affection, is crying. My youngest sister is crying. I want her to stop. I want all of them to stop crying for me and actually do something with themselves. Maybe that's what I believed. So, yeah, that was my speech called I Believe. If you are related to Christmas candles or you are watching this, I am very, very, very sorry for your loss. And anyone who knew him, I am also very sorry. Like, I know how I wrote this might seem cruel, but they are very good people. Like, I am quite sure of that. So, that was my reading. I know I messed up some of the words, but I hope you all enjoyed it.